Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope that you noticed some of the things that I was talking about, like the students being interactive and her use of technology. Right now, I'm going to go over my observation, and I'll say again, I observed Miss Watman's 7th grade math class, and like I said previously, I decided to observe her class because she's very passionate about math. When she was teaching, it was clear that the students were learning, and it's also very clear, and you can tell that she does care about her students. The way that she walked around the room, making sure all the students were on task, you can tell that she does, that she is concerned about their learning. After her warm up, which was something that was very important to me that stood out, she begins with the following chant. The teacher says, "Why are we here?" The students then say, "To learn." The teacher says, "What will you give?" The students say, 100%. The teacher says, "Because we are," and the students respond with scholars. Here at Campbell Middle School, our vision statement is Campbell Gators are scholars. So I like the fact that she reminded them that you are a scholar. The chant that she came up with, that is a part of quantum learning, which is that brain-based learning that I discussed earlier. That chant, saying it every day, will help the kids to remember and think about the fact that they are indeed scholars. While I was observing her class, I did feel very proud. And I say that because these students were learning and participating in math. When I was growing up, math was never my best subject, but I couldn't help but think if I had a teacher like Miss Watman, I probably would have learned so much more in math class. You could tell that the students in the classroom enjoyed her class. And when I left her class, I also learned some new things about probability. And it's always a good thing when you can go into a teacher's class and you learn something new. Overall, I think the class did a good job. When she was teaching, most of the students were paying attention. They enjoyed the they enjoyed the game that they played, and they were very eager to share their answers. If you notice, a lot of them were just, yelling their answers out, and, because they wanted to share their answers. I would have to say that the only bad thing was there were 2 students in the back of the class. They did have a hard time staying focused. However, you are sometimes going to have that. They were involved in personal conversations, but when Miss Watman noticed this, she would ask them questions about the lesson, and then she would also encourage them to get on task. I don't know if you noticed in the video, but she would walk over to them and, she would kind of point out the things that they needed to do. So she did do a lot of encouraging and telling them to get back on task. Miss Watman, I think she did an excellent job incorporating technology into her lesson. She began her warm-up using the smartboard, so she begins right off using technology. She then did a review on probability, and she went to the website called Probability Fair, and the students played the game. If you notice, the games were very hands-on. The students were encouraged to go to the smartboard and play the game. They were able to, touch, and the wheels would spin, or the ducks would move. I'm sure you noticed that in the video. So the students were, and they loved it. If you noticed in the background, they were yelling out what game to pick. They were excited to see what color it would land on, or what particular, duck would win first. So they were really, really into it. And again, I think this went very well. The students, they enjoyed the game, as you could tell, and they were excited about the learning that was taking place in the classroom. I think they enjoyed it so much that some of them actually forgot that they were learning. And I also noticed while I was in there, I too was so focused on the game, like, oh my gosh, what color is it going to land on, or who's going to win, that I myself, forgot that, oh wow, this is probability. We're actually learning. It is clear that the students in Miss Waltman's classes are learning and they are enjoying math. You're able to see that she is very passionate and dedicated to her students. And this is a valuable asset that every teacher must have. And as I stated earlier, she has, basically said that she made a commitment to herself a long time ago. This is what she told me, that she would do the very best that she could to help make all of her students to be successful in math. This is not written on my reflection. However, I was able to go and talk to one of the AASs here, and I looked at some data for Miss Waltman's students compared to other teachers. And Miss Waltman's students are doing significantly better on tests than the other teachers. And I think it's clear to see why. Learning is more fun in her classroom. She doesn't just stand there and lecture and tell them what they need to do. It's hands-on, it's interactive, and it's fun. And I think because of this, the students are learning more, and they're remembering the information because of the recapping, because of the review, and because of this reason, they're doing significantly better on district tests than some of the other classes. I think if I were to observe Miss Waltman's class again, this time I would like to participate. Like I said earlier, the class was a lot of fun. They were learning, I was learning, and I think the class was just, way too much fun for me to just sit back and watch. So I think if I were to go into her class again, I would like to get, more involved and actually learn some things with the students as well. I hope that you enjoyed the observation video. I hope that you yourself has maybe learned some things about how math class could be more fun and more interactive, and how we do quantum learning here at this campus, because every teacher here has been trained in the quantum learning. As I said previously, it's brain-based learning, and we try to have most of our teachers do lessons that require hands-on interactive learning, because here at our school we want all of our students to be successful, and we want them to learn the very best way that they can, so that we can have those high scores. So again, I hope that you enjoyed everything, and I thank you very much for your time and my effort. Thank you very much.